are back for Lancaster versus Edmundston. Face-off one by Edmundston, who enters the zone. 3-on-1 early. Shot stopped by Lancaster. Lancaster looking to do a little counterattack. Puck in the skate and will be sent down into the Edmundston zone. He'll rim it around the glass. The pressure from Lancaster. Lancaster tries to send it out in front. Good defensive play from Edmundston as they look to send it up the ice. They do. It gets past one. Good pressure from 49. Hits the boards. Edmundston been good. Now Lancaster has an opportunity, but Edmundston is there. And we'll send it up the ice. Number 61 who enters the zone. We'll dump it down the ice for a change. Lancaster has time. Send it up the boards. No one there. Will be picked up by Edmundston. We'll curl back. Good pressure from number 12 on Lancaster. Lancaster trying to get it out their own zone. But Edmundston, good pressure. Is out in the middle, no one there. Again, great pressure from Edmundston, keeping Lancaster stuck in their own zone. Be a good chance for them to get it out. They cannot. Edmundston is there. We'll send a D-to-D pass, and will be chipped off against the boards. Edmundston now in their own zone, picked up by Lancaster. He falls, tries to shoot while he's on the ice. Fans on it. Now Edmundston stuck up against the board, send it through the middle. Great play from number 41, who goes through the middle. Cuts in, shot. High glass. Behind the net is Lancaster. Good pressure from Edmundston. Great exposure from Lancaster. Edmundston runs it around the boards. Lancaster now trying to get it out their own zone. But Edmundston, great pressure. Number 52 cuts in. Lancaster shot. Sorry, Edmundston shot. Glove down by Lancaster. That'll be a face-off in the zone of Lancaster. Face-off one. By Edmundston. Edmundston continues to stay in their zone. Glove down by the goalie of Lancaster. He has missed the last game between the Riverview Blues and the Miramichi Wild. Riverview came out on top 2-1. And if you missed the other game, Flames of Kent Sud came out victorious against I cannot pronounce that name, I'm sorry, but they did win 2-0. And now Edmundston trying to keep it in the Lancaster zone. Through the middle. Shot just wide of the net. Has it in the front. No one there. Puts it up the boards. It's Lancaster. That might be an icing call. Lancaster guy will get there. No, he will not. Face off at 11:54 in the Lancaster zone. Edmundston wins the face-off. After the defense who chips it up the ice, chips up the board, sorry. Battling with it is number 5 for Lancaster. Sends it to the middle, behind the man, and will be sent all the way down the Edmundston zone, but no icing because there's a zone player who hit it down the ice. Pass intercepted by Lancaster's number 5. Great pressure from Lancaster, keeping it in the Edmundston zone. But Edmundston now, great counterattack is number 49 leading the rush. 49 tries to send it out front. Pass is deflected. But here comes Lancaster. Number 14 enters the zone. Tries to send it out in the middle. No one there. Shot wide over the net. Hits off someone's stick. 49 though for Edmundston, chips it out of the zone. And now 61 chasing after it. But Lancaster, the defenseman is there, will take it behind the net and will send it against the boards to his man, number 8. Great pressure from Edmundston, making him cough up the puck. Now it's a great rush here for Edmundston, sorry. He sends it in between the stick. But great defense from number 7, keeping it to a minimal. Now here comes Lancaster, great opportunity. Number 8 now, beat by number 9 of Edmundston, and will be sent down the ice for an icing call. Another icing call. Face-off will be down the ice. And 18 in the first, 0-0. Face-off won by Lancaster, but intercepted by Edmundston. Trying to chip it off the boards, he could not. Will send it all the way down the ice. Round is 41 for Edmundston, trying to chip it past his defenseman. Number 18 and 41 pinned up against the boards, battling for it. Now Lancaster, now great opportunities. Number 11 trying to chip it off the boards. In a tangle with one of the Edmundston players, a little shove from the Edmundston player. Number 9 using some good dangles to get out of the zone. Number 12 was sent down the ice, but slowed down by the Edmundston player who will take it around the net. Trying to get nifty with it, but it's stopped by the Lancaster pressure. Edmundston trying to set it up the middle, intercepted by number 9 for Lancaster. Will send it all the way down the ice. Sorry, around the board, sorry. Now Edmundston will send it around the ice for another face-off. .920 here in the first. Face-off won by Lancaster, battling against the boards. Edmundston will rim it around, trying to get that clearing opportunity. Good battle against the board as Lancaster comes out on top. Another battle around the boards as Edmundston still trying to clear it. They do. It's a great goal-scoring opportunity. It's number 4 and 51. Number 4 sends it across. 51 shot. Good save from the goalie from Lancaster. Stops that 2-on-1 opportunity. It still keeps it at 0-0. Face-off won. Now here comes Lancaster. Great outlet pass, but it's too hard for him to receive it. Now Edmundston trying to create more opportunities other than that 2-1. Great pressure, but he misses the puck. And Lancaster will regain it, but it's Edmundston now putting fierce pressure on Lancaster. But battling against the boards, leading to an opportunity for Edmundston now. 4-51 again. Rebound. Stopped by Lancaster at 8:20 left in the first. Edmundston, good back-to-back opportunities to take the lead from 4-51 over and over again. Same like we've seen that 2-on opportunity before. Not get a goal. .17 left to go in the first after a quick face-off. And a face-off to the left of the goal, to the right of the goalie, sorry. Edmundston wins that face-off. Lancaster gets it, trying to chip it up the boards. But Edmundston's there, good pass to 49, who will just throw it down the ice. Good pressure from Edmundston, a little shove there, but not enough for a penalty. Lancaster now trying to clear out their zone. Cannot after good pressure from Edmundston again. Edmundston seemed like they pressed on the gas a little bit more, but here comes Lancaster. Will send it down the ice for a dump. The Edmundston goalie misses it, but don't worry, there's an Edmundston defenseman there who gets it. Chip it up to the winger, gives it to the center. Now 49, opportunity for a goal scoring, tries to send it in front. Put fans on it, but still sends it down behind the net. And 19 is there, sends it out in front. Great opportunity for 61. Another shot. Great save from Lancaster. As Edmundston continues to put the pressure on Lancaster. 61 for Edmundston, chips it down the ice. Lancaster trying to clear their zone, gets it out. Lancaster gets there. Number 9 putting great battling with 41 for Edmundston. Now Edmundston now entering Lancaster's zone is 21, or 24, sorry. Shot is blocked into the corner. It's 41 who sends it in the middle. 7 shot, fans on it against the boards. 41 who sends it out in front again. Puck's in the feet. Sends it out in front again. Shot, rebound out of the air, stays out of the net. Now Lancaster just trying to clear it, and they do. This is a great opportunity for number 17 with great defensive play from Edmundston, keeping him wide. And great stick check there from the defenseman who'll take it up himself. 14 cuts to the middle, gets to 1, hits into the goalie. The puck is loose and will be sent all the way down the ice. No icing there. Now Edmundston trying to get a counterattack, but it's stopped by Edmundston who intercepts the puck. Number 12 falls down for Lancaster. It gets right back up. And here comes Edmundston. Breakaway opportunity for 41, but Lancaster defensive there, 18. With great defensive play from Lancaster. Shot, blocker saved, thrown into the corner for Lancaster to get it. Pass to the middles, tipped away. Edmundston will freeze it with 5:28 left to go in the first period. 0-0 your score. At just tomorrow at 10 in the morning for Riverview Blues versus Lancaster, and also Kent Sud versus Restigouche. Restigouche playing right now against Armagh Eagles on the other side. You can also catch that stream out. 5:26 in the first. Now Lancaster, great, another opportunity. The defenseman fans on it twice, but the other one is there. There's 2 defensemen for a reason. Lancaster trying to break out here, but Edmundston continues to put the pressure on Lancaster. Lancaster, another player for Lancaster falls, and a shot from Edmundston, high glass. Says that in front, there was a man there, but there's also a defenseman. 64 walks in, Clapper, great shot, but great save with the blocker. Now again, Edmundston, the Blizzard, putting pressure on the Thunder, and it's 51, I believe. Now it's 64 who had that amazing shot. Seconds ago, another shot, and that just rebounds, dumped into the corner. Edmundston now continuing to put hard pressure on this Lancaster team. Keeps coughing the puck up. Edmundston now sends it in front, no one there. Lancaster now chips it up against the boards. Great opportunity for 15 for Lancaster. Cuts and shot. Blocked into the corner. 64 for Edmundston. Put his body on the line to block that. Now 51 for Edmundston, looking to start a breakout. Will clapper it down the ice and change. And great pressure from Edmundston, making Lancaster cough the puck up over and over again. Great move from that player. Just keep it in the Lancaster zone, but Lancaster now looking to break out. Number 14 loses it. But here's Edmundston. Keeping it in Lancaster zone. Face off. The puck's frozen up in the Lancaster zone with 3:24 left to go in the first period of this game. Face off won by Edmundston, sorry. Edmundston continue to put great pressure on Lancaster. Lancaster continuing to cough the puck up in their own zone, just like that. 49 now for Edmundston, sends that out in front, but a Lancaster player is there. Now Lancaster sends it through the middle to 17, but the pass is behind him. And Edmundston, player for Edmundston, will just chip it against the boards. I thought that went in the bench, but it did not. Now 61 for Edmundston now, getting a shot just wide. Lancaster now trying to clear it out their own zone. Great opportunity for them to just get a shot on net. Here he goes. Number 8 shot. Gloved away and out. Rebound cleared. Great chance for Lancaster to take the lead here. Haven't got much opportunities, at least not as much as Edmundston has. That was a great shot, but better save from Edmundston's goalie. Now Edmundston now trying to keep it in their zone, but it's shipped out. And they'll send it back into the zone. Lancaster behind their own net. Chips it up to the winger, number 9. Trying to do some dangles, cannot get past the defense of Edmundston. Edmundston just all over Lancaster in their own zone. Lancaster struggling to get it out, but here they get it out here. Now Edmundston will just chip it up the boards. Lancaster will send it back in, but it's puck stopped by number 9 of Edmundston. Lancaster will chip it back into their zone. And Edmundston chips it back out. Back and forth, back and forth. Back and forth again. They'll just chip it in, but that time Edmundston trying to chip it back into the zone. Will go into the bench, and that'll be a face-off just outside, or sorry, inside the Edmundston zone. The minute 28 left to go in the first period. Face-off is won by Edmundston. He tries to chip it past the defender, fans on it. But Edmundston just continues, like the puck just goes back on their stick. Lancaster now throws it around the boards. But Edmundston player's there at 61, or 51, sorry. Gets past the defenseman. He walks in. Shot, patted away. But he gets his own rebound. Curls around, cuts to the middle. Shot, scores! That's a goal for Edmundston to take the lead with 54.9 seconds left to go in the first. That's 51. Gathers his own rebound to score, take the lead. 54.9 seconds left to go, 51 for Edmundston. Just continues to put the pressure on Lancaster, and he finds the back of the net. Edmundston not done though. That'll be an icing call with 64.5 left to go in this first. Great attack from 51 on Edmundston. Cuts through the middle and just rifles one in the back of the net. Lancaster, though, trying to get a shot opportunity, is deflected up in the air. A just good pinch from number 4 for Lancaster. Lancaster sends it in front. Shot is tipped away. Another good chance for Lancaster. Number 4 for Lancaster, though. Will send it around their own boards behind the net. Gets it up the boards to 17. Who tries to get up to 5. This is a good opportunity, 3-on-2. They'll try to shoot it on net, fans on it, and it'll be gloved down with 9.1 seconds left to go in the first period. Can Lancaster get a quick shot to maybe tie this game up late in the first. Face-off won by Lancaster. Number 4 now, that's offside. And that will be the end of the first period. Shout out to the 43 people watching this stream, especially Jack Belmar watching this stream. We are back. Second period. Edmundston looking to get that second goal. Earl back. Good battle in the corner. Edmundston man falls down. No penalty on the play. Lancaster chips it off the boards. 64, last man of defense. Tip it to nobody. 12 here. Shot blocked. Now here comes Edmundston. Edmundston now. 64, who had that good clapper at the start. Shots tipped away from the net. Edmundston shot. Glove down by the goalie with 14:01 left to go. 13:56 left to go in the second period. Great opportunity for Edmundston. Edmundston between the legs is number 4. Takes time, send it out front to 51. Shots just wide of the net. Now Lancaster flips it around the boards, trying to clear it, cannot. Edmundston putting good pressure on this Lancaster team. Edmundston, another opportunity, but here comes Lancaster. Passes it to nobody, but that will be no icing. He's past the red line. A little body check by number 16. And Lancaster. It seems like they're not on the right page right now. Here, I think they could prove me wrong here. Good defense from Edmundston. Will rim it around the boards. Trying to clear it, but cannot. Held by the good defense of Lancaster. Offside warning for Lancaster. Now Edmundston tries to get it up to their guy for possible, maybe one-on-one, maybe a breakaway. 15 for Lancaster. Shot. Stopped by Edmundston and a man down on Lancaster. No penalty on the call. Lancaster shot just wide. And Edmundston will take it up the ice. That's number 4. Number 4 gets past the defenseman. 4 now. Gives it back to himself. Tries to send it in front to 51, who had the goal earlier today. And Lancaster will send it all the way down the ice for an icing call. With 12:13 left to go in the period. Great opportunity for Edmundston to take the lead. Or extend the lead, sorry, to 2. Face off. Fired in the other corner. Lancaster trying to clear it out their zone. Does not. Now number 19 behind the net for Lancaster. Sends it out in front. Cannot connect with a man. Shot from the point is wide. 61 for Edmundston, putting good pressure on Lancaster. Number 3 sends it out in front. No one's there. Again, Edmundston keeping it in their zone. Great job from this defense, and Lancaster will chip it down the ice. No icing on the call. Great pressure from 17 of Lancaster. Leads to a quick shot by Edmundston, and stopped by Lancaster. Keeps it in the Edmundston zone. But here comes Edmundston. Great opportunity for a breakaway, but loses control of the puck. Now here comes Edmundston. Back again at 61. Has some space to shoot. Shot. Weird bounce, and they'll whistle it. Down at 11:17 left to go in the second period. Face-off won by Edmundston. Good pressure from Lancaster, but Edmundston's very calm with the puck. Oh, that was almost a cheeky little bounce that could have went in the back of the net. Edmundston holds the line. Lancaster trying to get it out of their zone, but Edmundston fires it right back into the zone. Now Lancaster behind the net, tries to rim it around the boards. He does. The Lancaster players kind of bump into each other up to 41 in front of the net. Forehand, backhand. Good defense from number 7 of Lancaster. Now Edmundston, another chance. Sends it up front. No one there. Edmundston, great opportunities this second period, but no one can connect with the final pass. Now here comes Lancaster. Will chip it down into the zone of Edmundston. 14 will rim it around the boards to his winger, who gets it. Gets past 1. Sends it up to 41. 41. Breakaway opportunity. Shot. Is that a goal save? Can't tell from here. Oh, a little push and shove after the whistle. Looks like it's a save. The Lancaster goalie. Great concentration there to keep it out of the zone. Keep it out of the net, sorry. Lancaster wins, Edmundston wins that, but Lancaster's there. Great opportunity for maybe a shot. 15 will try to shoot it, but it's a great defensive play for number 19 for Edmundston. And here comes Edmundston. Chips it, tries to chip it up the boards to his other forward, number 4, who looked like could have been on a breakaway. But great defensive play from Lancaster, keeps it in their zone. Back to the D, shot. Tied up in front was number 10 of Lancaster. Edmundston battling in the corner with Lancaster. 15 for Lancaster, send it around the net. Now Lancaster Edmundston trying to clear it. The Lancaster defense stays strong. Now Edmundston up to 51, who had the goal. Sends it across, number 4, fans on the puck. 4 trying to clear it. Gives it back to 64, who has a rifle of a shot. Hits the side of the net. Lancaster now trying to clear it. D-man looks up to see his options, sends it into the middle. And 15 was there, and they'll call that an icing. And Lancaster player not happy with that. Cannot battle with the refs. Can't win that battle. I've tried. Face off in the Lancaster zone. Won by Edmundston. Takes time, tries to rim it around the boards. It's intercepted by number 3 of Lancaster, chips it around the net. Number 8, who tries to set it up to the center. But it's great pressure from Edmundston. 49 in front. Shot blockered away from the Lancaster goalie. Stays calm. He's been playing great. But here comes Edmundston. Not just quite done yet. Great defensive play from Lancaster. Lancaster chips it up against the boards, chips it again. Can he get past his man? He cannot. Number 3 now take it into the zone, but it's hit off the puck. 3 again. Try to get it in the zone, but cannot seem to get in there. But Edmundston now entering the Lancaster zone, sends it out in front. Gloved and frozen at 8:05 left in the second period. 1-0 for Edmundston Blizzard over the Lancaster Thunder. Face off won by Edmundston. Back to the defenseman. Chips it off the glass. 41 will rim it around the boards. Great pressure from Edmundston, sorry. Gives it to 41. On his forehand shot, fans on it. In the corner, sends it out in front. No one there, 64 though. Gets to the puck, gets past 2. Gets past another, sends out in front. 7, shot. Great save from the Lancaster goalie, flashing the leather. With 7:38 left to go in the second period. Face off to the left of the goalie. Edmundston wins the face-off. Miscommunication from the defenseman in center. Now 14 for Lancaster. 2-on-1 opportunity. Sends it across, number 9. Pass is too high for him. Now Edmundston with a breakout. Gives it up to 24. That'll be an offside. Outside the zone of Lancaster. A little slash after that from number 24 to 14. Face off outside the zone of Lancaster. Edmundston's winning a lot of face-offs this game. Gonna need to win this one if they want to get another goal scoring opportunity. They don't. It's Lancaster who wins that. Number 10 for Lancaster takes up the zone. Try to enter the zone, cannot. Good pressure and defensive play from Edmundston. 51 who has the goal today. Tries to dangle his way through the zone. Number 4 now, great scoring opportunity. Shot is tipped into the corner. Now Lancaster now. 2-on-2 opportunity. Will dump it in the zone. On net. Froze by the Edmundston goalie with 6:45 left to go in the period. 1-0 to score. Face-off won by Edmundston. Doesn't see the defenseman pinching, sorry. 15 now. Sends it in front. Good defensive play from Edmundston. And again for Lancaster, battling in the corner with 64. That one was a little chippy. Now, an Edmundston player taken down by a Lancaster player. No call on the play. 15 for Lancaster, trying to get past number 51 for Edmundston. Cannot. Now Lancaster, big hit, and that will be a penalty. Power play for Lancaster, as number 15 will go to the box for what I'm guessing is body contact. Interference. Interference on the call. 2 minutes. The box. 2-minute power play for Lancaster. A quick little meetup. The forwards will go to their coach for a little draw up of a play, potentially. Edmundston wins the face-off and tries to dump it, but Lancaster defenseman is there. Lancaster, opportunity, backhand, forehand, rebound, just wide of the net. Number 8 now sends it back to number 4. The defenseman sends it back behind the net. Number 8 falls down. Number 17 hits him. That would be a late call on the play, as they're going to call that. 2 minutes for interference again.
Penalty number 52, Ontario, finishing turn, penalty 8-10. Ontario, finishing at 8-10.
17 will go to the box. 2 minutes for interference. That will leave it 4-on-4. Minute 34. And we'll put Edmundston on the power play for 26 seconds. Face-off won by Edmundston. It's a 4-on-4. Edmundston will just chip it down into the in the corner. Lancaster now trying to break out. He'll send it through the middle for his man, number 5. 5 will dump it in. Dumps and chase. Edmundston, though. Another breakout opportunity for Edmundston, and here comes Edmundston. Possible breakaway. In the feet. Loses the puck. Number 3 for Lancaster looking to reverse the ice. Cuts back. Falls down. 61 will clear it, but stopped by 4. Shots blocked. Trying to clear it. 51 will throw it all the way down the ice, but it's blocked. Now Lancaster have a ton of time after a change from Edmundston. We'll take it up the ice as number 5. Good moves from number 5. But number 8 shots blocked by the Edmundston defense. Edmundston now playing with the puck in their own zone. They're trying to kill some time. There's 9 seconds left in the power play for Edmundston. Penalty for Edmundston to lead them for a power play for 26 seconds. Lancaster's coach telling the players to ice it. Right to 64. Sends it in front to 41. Shot. Just safe from Lancaster's goalie. Edmundston now trying to get another opportunity to shot on net. 41 shots blocked. Lancaster's clearing opportunities, fanned it on. Lancaster will dump it in the zone. Number 9 now. Will curl back. Sends it at 64. 64 will try to take it himself. but it's stopped by number 12. Lancaster, though, behind the net, looking for an outlet pass. Send it up to number 11. Four now. Gives it to number 9. Try to dump it in the zone on his knees. Battling hard is Lancaster and Edmundston. Now Edmundston comes out on top. Edmundston trying to get in their zone. Number 11 using his body a little to knock the Edmundston player off the puck. Edmundston trying to clear it, but it's stopped by number 2 for Lancaster. Who shots blocked? Breakaway opportunity. Lancaster trying to get back. He does. Sends it in front. Shot. Throws up. Lancaster now. He has a man, but can't get it to him. Here's Edmundston. Shot. Glove down by Lancaster. .208 left to go in the period. For Edmundston now. Shot from the point. Goalie didn't see it for the last second. He gets to it though. Lancaster trying to clear out of the zone. 64 for Edmundston. Holding the line using his great edge work. Shot just wide of the net. Edmundston keeping the puck in the Lancaster zone. Behind the net is 52. Trying to send it in front. Does not do it though. Lancaster strong on the puck here. 6 for Lancaster, sends it behind him. 64 now. Sends it D to D. Shot. Skate blade save from the Lancaster goalie. Lancaster, that'll be a tripping call on 14 of Lancaster after great pressure from the Edmundston team with 1:18 left to go in the period. Power play for the rest of the period unless they score. Lancaster wins the faceoff. 61 putting pressure, sends it in front. 14, Klopper. Tipped up in the air, just misses the net. Now Lancaster, opportunity. 14 is there for Edmundston. He pins him against the wall. Here comes Lancaster. Chips it into their zone. 19. Trying to get it out. Number 5 for Lancaster. Will send it back to the defenseman, and he'll clap it down the ice. Clearing the puck. 38 seconds left in this second period. 1-0 is the score. Edmundston taking it up the ice. Chips it past his man. Trying to chip past another, but a Lancaster player is there to stop the rush. 14. That's the 49 who chips it in the zone. Deep in the corner. Battling for it. Trying to get it. He does. 10 seconds left. Sends it back to the defenseman. Klopper scores! Lancaster with 3.6 seconds left to go in the period. Extends the lead to 2 after a rifle of a shot from the defenseman. These Edmundston defensive men, their shots are so hard to stop. That was a rifle of a shot. I don't even know if I could save that. That was a rifle of a shot at this age. Now it'll be the end of the second period. We will see you at the third period.
Let's see, was the Cougar or 1456?
There'll be a flood in between these periods. 2-0 is your score going into the third period. Sorry, 17 shot. Gloves away from the Maritime goalie. They review the host of this provincial tournament. She now going around the net. Intercepted. Shot. Blockered away. Number 5, Connors. Enters the zone. Gets past one. Gets past another. Shot. Just there. Sullivan now will enter the zone. 3-on-3. Sends it back to Johnson. Johnson shot. Glove down. Rebound. Stopped by number 1, the goal. Struggling to do that so far this game. Shot. Ball in the zone. Shoved off the puck, and that will be a penalty for Maritime. A little bit to the right of the goalie. Maritime trying to set up a power play. Face off won by Riverview. He'll chip it. He'll get past one, and there'll be a slashing call. 5-on-3 for man. One-timer. Stop. Rebound. Where's the puck? Great save from Riverview. Great. Through the middle. Shot. Blocked by his own teammate. Rebound. Oh, just wide into the corner. Another one. Great opportunity for Riverview. Shot wide off the crossbar. What a continuing this dominant pressure in the Maritime zone. Just up to the front. Puck just went through you, defenseman. That shot's blocked by number 19. He'll start a good attack. A good defensive play from her. Cannot clear the zone. Shots tipped. Rebound. The net. Or is she putting a lot more better pressure? One-timer shot. Great save from the shots at this age. Number 19, another good shot, scores! Bird this period, and that will be a penalty on Riverview. We'll send it to the zone. No, last thing they wanted to happen. Saved by the goalie. Is it most likely game? It's 15, we'll send it in front. It's loose. They'll And we are back for the third period. 2-0 for Edmundston. And here comes Edmundston, another opportunity. Sends out in front, just gets past his man. Fans on the shot, trying for a breakaway pass. Just passes him. Edmundston goalie will freeze it for a face-off. Face-off won by Lancaster. Shot from the point, deflected into the corner. Battle against the boards. It's Lancaster. Tries to get a shot off, cannot get it off. That'll be a slashing call on Edmundston. You guys probably missed it. Behind the play. 64 slashes his guy. And Lancaster go to the penalty power play. Sorry. 14:06 left to go in the period. They're down 2. They need to find the back of the net sooner than later. Haven't seen much of Lancaster's power play. I believe they only had 1 this entire game. Obviously didn't score that power play. Shot from the point. Patted away into the corner. Edmundston will clear it. Number 4 out a good opportunity. Now Lancaster, will get into the zone, but Edmundston just quick on the puck. He'll try to clear it out of the zone. Doesn't get it too far. Has number 18 for Lancaster run through the zone. Sends it in front to number 9. So he loses control of the puck. Edmundston now will clear it down the ice all the way down to Lancaster's goalie. He'll put it in the corner. He'll go for it himself. Gives it to number 19 for Lancaster. Gets past 1. Looks ahead. He keeps it himself. Enters the zone. Just tries to send it in the middle to number 9. But great defensive play from Edmundston. Little rimming around the boards, but Lancaster defenseman coming off the bench is there. Williams shot. Number 9 misses the puck again. Good battle in the corner. Nothing being called. Puck around the net. 12 sends it back to the defense. Number 3, Williams. Lose control of it. Sends it down the ice. Lancaster. Tries to the middle, but it's intercepted by an Edmundston player who tries to dangle his way out of the zone, but cannot. Lancaster, number 11, will try to enter the zone or try to get it deeper in the zone. Cannot, and is cleared down the ice. Edmundston. 17 seconds left in the penalty kill. Lancaster will send it down the ice. Edmundston player there will clapper down the ice. That would most likely end the power play. Lancaster only got like 1 shot that whole power play, and it was a good one. Edmundston putting fierce pressure on this Lancaster defense. Hitting him into the boards, no call. Ref letting it go. Great pinch from number 9. Lancaster not trying to enter the zone. Edmundston, though, 61, will dump it in the zone. Here's Lancaster now trying to get a little breakout going. Here's Edmundston. Dumps it in the zone. Hit off the ref, which gave them a little bit of a in over front. There's a man open. Couldn't get it to him. Lancaster now rimming around the boards. Back to the defenseman of Edmundston. Man has no stick. Battling for it. Will dump it in the zone with his feet. 64 now for Edmundston. Chips around the boards. They can't fully get it out. 64 now for Edmundston. Sends it across the ice. 61. Great pass. Sends it to the middle, but it's intercepted. And here comes Lancaster. Great defense. Still no call on the play. Could have been a tripping. Coach didn't like that, but a 4-shot. Oh, deflects wide, just missing the net. Edmundston trying to clear it. Cannot. Lancaster keeps it in, but that'll be an offside call with 10:24 left to go in the third. 2-0 Edmundston. Lancaster needs to get something going here if they want to at least tie this game. You guys watched the last game, Riverview and, oh, here comes that. Riverview and Miramichi came to the last couple minutes of the game, scoring the game winner with 4 minutes left. The hosts of this tournament getting their first win. Great shot from the point, glove down by the Edmundston goalie. This would be a great win for Edmundston. Lancaster playing the host Riverview tomorrow at 10 in the morning. If they want to stay in this tournament and they can't win this game, that is a must-win game against a very, very difficult Riverview team. Who looked very, very good in that first game. So did Miramichi. They put up a good fight. Both teams could have won that game. Edmundston now winning the face-off, but good pressure from Lancaster. Good shot. Patted away from the Edmundston goalie. Tries to send it through the middle. Icing will be the call. All the way down the ice with 9:46 left to go in the period. Face-off. Won by Lancaster. 19 shot from the point. Gloved again by the Edmundston goalie with 9:41 left to go in the period. Lancaster wins the face-off. Great defensive face-off play there from Edmundston. Lancaster now trying to get it through the zone. Cannot, it's cleared. 6 will send it back into the zone. Edmundston, it's a risky pass right through in front of the net. Almost a goal scoring opportunity there for Lancaster. That was a much needed goal. They need a goal here quicker to give some time. Here's 11, shot, blocked, puck in the corner. 9, trying to send it out in front. A puck up high, hits the ref right in the face, and he'll whistle it down. Hit him right square in the face. That must have hurt. I don't want to see this. Seems like the ref's okay though. Right, 999. Tell me if they hit 1,000. Yes! Penalty on the play. I believe that's on Lancaster. That'd be 2 minutes for head contact, possibly 4 minutes. Let's see what the ref calls. He'll call. Looks 2 minutes. Couldn't really see it from here. I believe it was a 2-minute penalty for head contact. Let's double check here. They'll call 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Now that'll take up half the time if they cannot score. Half the time in this period. Lancaster needs to kill this penalty and possibly score. Good shot from the point. Rebound. Cleared. Another rebound wide of the net. 15 for Lancaster, dumps it down the ice. And you need more of that. You need more of that now. Maybe even less dumping and bringing it up the ice. Bad chip off from Edmundston. Puck's back behind the net for Edmundston. He tries to chip it, but it's blocked by 10 for Lancaster. It's putting good pressure on this Edmundston defense. You're Lancaster now. You need to put full out pressure no matter what. You have 8 minutes left to go, but you're down 2. And you don't want to leave it 2 goals for the last 2 minutes of the game. You just can't afford that. Now Edmundston now looking to break out. Good pressure from, a little hack there. Could have been a call. They won't call it. No offside. Good hustle from 49 to just dive onside. Hey, if you're Lancaster, you're going to dump it. Could have took it up. It looks like he had a little bit of ice. Here's Edmundston now. Great defensive play from 15. Lancaster dumps it down the ice. Stopped by number 9. 15, though, gets it back. He'll dump it down the ice. That could be a possible shot opportunity, and it's frozen. With 7:09 left to go in the period. 2:28 left to go in the power play. You need a shot here off this face-off for Lancaster. You just need to get a goal, man. You need to get a goal. But here's Edmundston. They'll send it across ice to number 51, who had the first goal this game. Gets past 1. Gets past another shot. Pad, rebound, out. Lancaster will dump it down. Great opportunity for Edmundston to extend the lead to 3. 51. Great moves. And there's a Lancaster guy behind. That'll leave it 5-on-3. Edmundston, man, runs over his guy, and they'll call a penalty on that. A head contact. Now, will he make it a 4-minute? Let's see. Can I try and see this? I can't see. We're going to have to wait. It's only fair he calls 4 minutes. They calls a 2. He calls a 2-minute penalty on a head contact. Lancaster coach is not liking it. Edmundston gets a penalty for head contact, only 2 minutes. But Lancaster gets one, and it's a 4-minute. Lancaster coach is not happy about that. If I was the coach, I wouldn't be either. Lancaster now. 4-on-4, so no dumping the puck in. It'll be an icing. Number 7 now for Lancaster will send it up the boards. Number 8, he'll dump it down the ice. 14 for Edmundston. Will try to get it out the zone. Good battle on the boards. Shot. Blocked by his own teammate. Now 41. There's a man open. Middle of the ice. Cannot get there, but 41 getting his own pass. Will walk in. Shot opportunity. Great defensive play from that Lancaster man. Right in front. 14 has an open shot. Blocked. Rebounds loose. Cleared. Put out of the zone, but here's a good opportunity for Lancaster. It's number 8. Cannot get past 14. He gets a shot off, but it's wide of the net. 5 now. Great defensive play from 14 who had that clear shot. .51 walks in. On his backhand. Shots just wide. 5 minutes left to go in this period. Here comes Lancaster, number 12. He enters the zone, curls back. Puck's chipped. 52 for Edmundston. Taking the puck up himself. Gets past 1 wide. Number 12, though. Great back checking for Lancaster as he gets back and knocks the puck off a stick. Here's Edmundston. Tries a toe drag. Great defensive play for number 12 as he cannot stay on his feet. Here's Lancaster trying to get it in that Edmundston zone. even strength, 5-on-5, 4 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in this period. Not even in this period of this game. Lancaster needs something here. This could possibly be it. 12 walks in shot. Frozen. After a stick save. 4:06 left to go in the period. Face off 1x4. 4 tries to get D to D, but it's stopped by Edmundston. Number 11 regains the puck for Lancaster. He'll try to take it up himself. Passes to number 9. 9 dumps it in the zone. Good forecheck from Lancaster. Putting the pressure on. Last time I said this for the review game, I said, if Miramichi wants to score, they're going to need to up the pressure. If Lancaster wants to score, they're going to need to up the pressure. Hopefully, my luck works. Edmundston, just fearless with that puck. Battling hard. Lancaster clears it off the zone. 3:15 left to go in the period. Lancaster behind its net. Try to do a play, get it out. Mishandled is Edmundston. Edmundston keeps it in their zone. Possible 2-on-1 opportunity. Number 4 walks in. Cross crease. Puck's loose. He clappers it back in the zone. Shot is wide. Offside is the call. 64 didn't know he was in the zone. Now here comes Lancaster. Gets past a couple. Dumps it in the zone. 2:30 left to go in the period. Number 3 battling hard behind the net. Lancaster trying to clear it on its own. Lancaster taking it up the ice. Lancaster. Behind its net. Frozen. Goalie not happy about that. And you're here live as we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you to all 1,000 people subscribing to us. It means a lot to the people who started this channel. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Timeout was called. I believe Lancaster called it. They're down 2. I think there's about, I want to say a minute. I really couldn't remember. 1:59 left to go in the period. You need 2 goals. That's 2 shots. 2 minutes. Tied at 2. At least you need to tie this game. You're playing at Riverview tomorrow morning. You have the crowd behind their back. Very hard to play at a home ice. Lancaster, D to D, 18, shot. Empty net, I didn't even realize that. They call it offside. Not happy about that. No one's happy about that. At least Lancaster fans aren't. The coaches aren't happy about that. The players aren't happy about that. Slamming their sticks. You can't focus on that. You need to focus on scoring. Never the ref's fault you lost the game. Lancaster now wins the faceoff. 1:44 left to go. He'll send it through the middle. They'll dump it down in the zone. You need an all-out chase here. Cannot step off the gas for 1 second. And here's Edmundston to ice the game. Good defensive play from 7 here. But Edmundston, harsh pressure up to 61, right in the middle. Hits the post. Sends it right back to 61. What a save. We have a player in net. Could have been save of the tournament. He sends it around the boards. Minute left to go in the period. Sends it to 61 again. To 19. 49, what a save again. Rebound. Post. It's cleared. Oh my gosh. They whistled it. What'd they whistle? A penalty. They called a penalty. Crazy sequence. They're gonna call that both. They're bringing both. So 5 on 5. Yeah. I was gonna say they have 6. There's no way they keep the goalie pulled. I mean, at this point, number 6 could have been in net. He's made 2 saves today. And they've been great saves. They're not from the point. They're from the hash marks. They're great reaction time. I mean, that was crazy. Saves of the tournament. Shot. Patting away. Lancaster needs an attack here. Edmundston, though, not stepping off the gas. Here's 17 for Lancaster. The goalie's going to the bench. 17 now. We'll take it in. Chips it past his defense. 23 seconds left to go in the period. Shots wide. 5 on it. We'll send it to the net. Hoping on a rebound. 11. And the girl getting into it. Number 11 had some words for her. 10.8 seconds left. Looks like Edmundston have won this game. Ever want to say it's over, but looks like it's over. Edmundston will take this game 2-0. Or Edmundston need to hold them off. Lancaster crashing the net. Not enough. Edmundston will dump it down the ice. That's on target. No, just wide. That's the game. 2-0 final score. Edmundston will win this. 2-0. A crazy game. That last 2 saves from number 6 on Lancaster should deserve an MVP.
And now for your players of the game. For the Thunder, number 15, Simon Sanchez. And for the Blizzards, number 51 and number 6, Gutierrez